Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 20, part 1 of Let's Try Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2025. So I have a sub in, so bear with me, but wanted to jump into this because we just came off another tough loss, but it was a really well played game, really by both sides. But I wasn't mad at our guys for that one, but I have some ideas that I want to implement. If we look at Nick O'Connor, he's got a 9 in drawing fouls. No, he's not a great ball handler. Very good passer. I want to have a meeting with him, and I want to tell him basically to be more aggressive. Hello, Coach Charles. What do you want to discuss? Your playing style. Okay, so what do you want to work on? I want him to drive more. Okay, and what part of my game should I do less of to account for this? I mean, I guess shoot fewer threes. Okay, how long should I try this for? Try it for 2 weeks. Okay, coach, I'll do my best. Anything else you want? Okay, and I want, let's see, Robert White. What do you want to discuss? Your playing style. I want him to shoot more threes and try and post up less. Try that for 2 weeks. End meeting. So I want him to start shooting those threes because he's a good outside shooter. And I want, let's see, one Stephen Favors to shoot more threes and try and post up less. Try that for 2 weeks. Coach, I don't like the sound of that. You think it's going to help my game? All right, just thought it would help. Forget it, coach. I'm not doing it. Okay, he doesn't want to shoot more threes. Let's see. We want Doug Price to shoot more threes. Playing style, shoot more threes. Doug Price, post up less for 2 weeks. I just thought it would help. Okay, he's not doing it. I have no real other problems with anyone. Charles Lake. You should look to drive more and post up less for 2 weeks. Okay, I'll do my best. Nice. Okay, and meeting, that's all I wanted to talk about in the meetings. Now, practice plan. Let's see, we want our time here in our attacks. 5 out. Let's start to slowly fade out on the flex, and let's get better at 5 out. Let's see, man-to-man, 2-3 zone, full court man. Let's cut this man-to-man by 5 and give half-court trap a little bit more time. So I want to run that half-court trap. Even the Princeton, we can turn down to 15% to get that half-court trap up a little bit. Save our changes. Very cool. Bong, bong. Okay. I guess that's good. Robert White made a case last game to becoming a starter again. But I think we're going to roll with what we've got. Waylon George starting at small forward. It didn't really work for us last game. Waylon George was very quiet. So I think I'm going to switch back and then go ahead and play Robert White, the starting small forward. He really, he really impressed me. And then in the second half, we'll have Robert White play like that. And then come in and play power forward. Oh, we haven't played power forward. Not 32 minutes, but this depth chart is just for simulation anyway. It's not for actual. All our starters get 30 minutes, except Tim Jones. But we just wing it from game to game, so it doesn't really matter too much. Click on the icons you want to swap. You must click one after the other in order to make a swap. Sub-matrix instructions. Click on a positional button, then click in the matrix to assign minutes to that player. Okay, we have a new inbox. Okay. North Alabama, Baltimore, Washington State. I'm not sure who's next. See what these buttons are. Let's start to fade out the flex a little bit. 20%, 25%. Princeton. Let's see. 35. No, 37. 37. That's about right. Offensive set usage 60% of the time. Favor outside. Let's make that 65% of the time. Use a set. No, 55% of the time. We'll alter that a little bit. And we can see how the players are doing in the different fields. 5 out. This is defensive strategy. We're going to start fading out full court man and turning that into 2-2-1 half court trap. And our 2-3 zone worked well, so we're going to start adding that a little bit more. Last game, well, we have to change that to 80 first, and then this. We're going to start trying that. As you can see, 5 out. We're getting a little bit better from practice, but by the end of the year, we should be pretty good with that. We can always return to flex when we need to be more efficient. Stephen Favors runs the offenses really well. So does Tim Jones. Nick O'Connor. Brendan Freeman actually runs it better than some of the other guys. We should get him some time. Robert White. Doug Price. They struggle in mostly all the offenses. Joel Boone runs them really well, so I have to remember that. Charles Lake, of course, runs them well. But, we're learning as we go a little bit. Let's check out the schedule. Next up is North Alabama Jaguars on the 21st. So we're heading from Texas to North Alabama. They show Robert White here. They have a 56% chance of beating us. Let's take a look at some of their guys. They're 1-1. Their morale's good. They have 2 injuries. A sore back, Ben Piscini, and Matt Wallace strained knee, 85% for 5 days. So I don't think they're going to be playing. Decent recruiting class. We really beat them in all categories up there. If you look at the matchup stats, our offensive rating, defensive rating, but you never know what can happen. Let's take a look at their players. Whiting, 6'7" forward. He's got a good outside shot. Ratings progression. We can look at all their stuff. But what I wanted to, the best way to look at the other team is to go to, I think, roster or even depth chart. And we can see their starter, Matt Wall, good outside shooter, very athletic, 6'4". Charles Lake's going to guard him. George Bland, very good player, 6-foot guard. We might have to switch Robert White onto him to kind of try to shut him down. Peter Whiting is their small forward. He's 6'7", 215. He's big with a great outside shot and athletic, but maybe Jerron Duplessis can be put onto him, but he'll have the height advantage. Okay, so Piscine, their starting power forward, has a sore back. Don't know if he'll play, but he's a good player. And we can have Nick guard him, and Matt Singletary, their center, 6'10". He's a good player. And then on their bench, they have Earl Jordan. Wow. He's crazy guard. So when Earl Jordan comes in and he can attack, we've got to really put someone on him. Phil Cantrell, another very good player, 6'3" guard. So they have a couple good guards that come in off the bench. Paul Greenleaf, He's decent and athletic, 6 foot. Another guard. Wow. And then Marquise Wessel, 6'7" center. Don't have to worry about him too much. He's averaging 9 points a game, though. Ron Alloway, their forward off the bench. Don't have to worry too much about him. 6'8", 202. He's a rebounder, though, all the way. And then these other guys don't play, or they might play. I don't know. But it's a good way to view their depth chart. We can check their stats as well. Their leader in minutes is Matt Wall, Peter Whiting, George Bland, Ben Piskine, and Matt Singletary. And Earl Jordan's only getting 14 minutes. Points per game. Where can I see points per game? I can see points. Oh, George Bland, their shooting guard. Matt Wall, who's got a strained knee, their point guard, and Peter Whiting. And then Wessel, actually, Ben Piskine. So by all measures, we should be able to take this team. We should be able to take them out and get a win here. I would be pretty sad if we couldn't get a win here. Still on our call list. There's nothing we can do. I mean, I'm not even looking at guys because I guess we can add some peeps to our call list that aren't signed yet. Jason Earl, he's putting up nice stats from North Carolina. Add him. Bob Sura still hasn't been. Wow, stacking the stat sheet. He's from New Hampshire. Let's see if location, playing time, money. And also for Jason Earl, 6'2" point guard. See, it's not putting on the watch list for some reason. That's weird. But Jason Earl, North Carolina. We can at least do this part of recruiting. Martin Forrest, 6 foot shooting guard. What the heck? From Virginia. Wow, Mike Gibson, 6'6", 237, small forward. Love it. And he's in New Jersey. Rutland, Vermont. He's putting up nice stats, 5'8". Mike York, 6 foot shooting guard, doing a little bit of everything. From West Virginia. Should at least do our due diligence. Nice stats for the 6'10" big guy. In Maine. New Paltz, New York, 6'6" power forward. Wow, blocks, steals. This is defensive guy right here. He's cool. Poughkeepsie, New York, Jeff Bartow. Yeah, we want to add him as well. Peeps are putting up crazy stat lines. Look at that stat line. 6'8" center. Harvey Harris. Okay, we did our due diligence for this week. We've got some peeps on the call list. And see how that goes. So I want to go to the play sim. And let's see. There's our game. So I'm going to save. And this is 20 YouTube part 1 done. So that did not take long. 13 minutes. So maybe we'll jump into the game. I don't know if I have the time right now, but let's check it out. Let's hit play sim and see what happens. We'll go through the sim. Spokane over De La Salle. Illinois over Missouri State. Virginia over North Dakota State. Utah over Cal Irvine. San Diego State over Georgia State. Come here, boo-boo. Number 23, Florida State over Chattanooga. Washington, D.C. over Nebraska. Murray State over Central Florida. Come on. Number 5, Tennessee over Rochester Hills. Indiana over South Florida. Dayton over Lynchburg. West D.C. over VA Tech. Cleveland State over West Georgia. Texas Arlington over DeLand. Arizona over Florida Gulf Coast. Video featuring Booby here on my left hand. East Tennessee State over Jacksonville. Kennesaw State over Wofford. Knoxville over Texas A&M Corpus Christi. North Texas over North Florida. Cal Santa Barbara over Eastern Washington. New Rochelle over Idaho. East Providence over Idaho State. Grambling over Montana. Moraga over Montana State. Northern Arizona over Delaware State. Northern Colorado over Northwest DC. Southern Utah over Portland State. Loretto over Sacramento State. Iowa State over Stockton. South Dakota State over Oklahoma State, Texas Christian over Northwestern State, Texas Tech over Southeast Missouri State, Waco over Charleston, Florida International over Central Arkansas, Fort Wayne over LA Tech, Citadel over Texas El Paso, Western Kentucky over Indianapolis, Hamden over Kansas City, Jersey City over Bowling Green, Jersey City, San Francisco over Lawrenceville, Tulsa over Manhattan, Denver over Poughkeepsie, Worcester over Norfolk State, Cambridge over St. Charles, South Carolina State over Southeast Louisville, Nashville over Brooklyn, Central Connecticut State over North Fairfield, Boston over Staten Island. We'll start looking at the bubble and stuff. 13 Missouri over Teaneck, Navy over Clarksville. Once the season starts to fill out, Cal Los Angeles over Jacksonville State, South Carolina over Bethlehem, Hamilton over Texas A&M Commerce, Lewisburg by 1 over Louisiana Monroe, Chicago State over McNeese State, Nichols State over Appalachian State, North Eaton over Sam Houston State, and here we are away again in Alabama. Let's go. We got our starting lineups. We know who to watch for. They are going to play Pesquine, even though he's injured, and the other dude that's injured. This should be a win for us, but we'll see how it goes. Don't want to confront the ref yet. Offensively, we'll start in Princeton with a pretty fast offensive pace, a little bit of freedom past the middle. Offensive crash boards. We'll try that a little bit. We're going to look for threes. Defensively, we're going to start with man-to-man and half-court trap. We'll run the half-court trap a little bit. Defensively, we've got to crash the boards, and we're going to play with a pretty high intensity. My boo-boo, if you could see him here. Oh, boy. Peter Whiting, Robert White. I'm rubbing his belly now. Nick O'Connor over Ben and Matt Singletary. So this should be okay, unless I want to put Robert White on George Bland. Let's see George Bland again. 6 foot. He was pretty good. Whereas Peter Whiting is a small forward who's decent with a good outside shot. He's 6'7", though. He can shoot over Duplessis, so we'll leave it as it is. It's a tough assignment for Duplessis. Matt Wall. Okay. Everything looks good. No preparation episode this time. Let's jump ball. Let's go. They win the tip. We get it in the second half. Comes Matt Wall. George Bland, guarded by Duplessis. Pesquine with the ball. Injured. Singletary, their center. It's Bland. Whiting, guarded by Robert White. Singletary. Good defense to start. Keeping it on the outside. Wall. It's Whiting. We have to get a win here. Pesquine, they have injured players that are playing. Wall. To George Bland. This is the matchup we're looking at. Bland works the defense with some ball handling. Misses. Gets his own offensive board. Misses. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by the defense. So, come on, guys. Get that rebound. Referee warns Robert White already. I won't work the ref just yet. Pass taken by Bland. Duplessis has to guard him. Peter Whiting. To Singletary. Tim Jones whistled for the foul. Number 1 on him. There's Wall. Again to George Bland. Duplessis called with the foul. It's number 1 on him. Come on, guys. Ball passing the Wall. Gonna work the ref a little. Warned me already. Dang. They're not playing today. Ben Pesquine. Over the Wall, guarded by Lake. Peter Whiting. Peter Whiting kicked by the defense. Stops the pass. Matt Wall. Whiting guarded by White. They don't have an advantage at any position, and we have the advantage of the bench. Wow, Tim Jones commits his second foul. We are fouling like crazy. I'm going to leave him out there, though. Pass stolen by Nick. Nick with the steal, outlet to Lake. Here comes Charles Lake to Robert White. We told him to shoot more threes. Jerron Duplessis. Pass taken by Tim Jones. Duplessis gets a screen by Charles Lake. Back to Lake. 2-man game. Robert White. I like the ball movement. Charles Lake in the corner. Referee ignored Charles Lake. Takes him to the basket. And scores. Charles Lake with a 5-foot jumper. Robert White assisted. Half-court trap. Bland up there guarded by Duplessis. We don't win. Oh, Bland's pass for Ben Piskeen sails out of bounds due to Piskeen's bad back or knee, whatever. Very good. Let's go. It's Charles Lake to Jerron Duplessis. Bob White in the corner. Back to Charles Lake. Trying to get an open three. Duplessis. Finally, Nick gets a touch. Told him to drive more, as you saw. Robert White. White wastes no time to let a three go. Off the mark, though. Here comes Matt Wall. Well, at least they're listening already. Singletary guarded by Jones. This is the matchup here. George Bland puts up a shot. Piskeen gets the board and makes it look easy there. 2-2. They're in a 3-2 zone. We don't have a great 3-2 zone attack. Jones looking to go to the basket. Can't score. Singletary with the board. Like the aggressiveness by Tim Jones. Referee ignores Tim Jones. Piskeen catches the pass. Piskeen, it's a tough shot in traffic. And they're up 4-2. He's injured and has all 4 points. Jones with the ball. To Robert White. Bland steals the pass from Robert White. I work the ref. I get warned, and Whiting on the jam on the break. 6-2, North Alabama. Comes Nick. It's Bob White in the corner. Robert White puts up a shot off the mark. So 0 for 2 from downtown, but we like, that he's shooting, at least. That's Singletary. Nice. Charles Lake picks off the steal, goes the distance. Easy bucket on the fast break. Nicely done by Charles Lake. He has all 4 of our points. Ignores Wall. Wall with the ball. It's Whiting guarded by White. Whiting's pass stolen by O'Connor. His second steal. Here comes Lake. Duplessis in the corner. White. Charles Lake. See if we can get Nick a touch. Go back to Robert White. Jerron Duplessis in the corner. He's guarded tightly. Lake picks it back out. Here comes Nick. See if he'll drive more. Dumps it off to Tim Jones. Tim Jones to Duplessis. Got to shoot it. Nice crossover. And scores at the rim. The referee warns George Bland. Singletary with the ball. They push things. 6-6. Peter Whiting receives the pass. And a foul on Robert White. Number 1 on him. Let's motivate the team. The entire team praise. They appreciate the praise. Let's go. Let's go. Same unit. Singletary. Oh, foul number 3 on Jones. I mean, I'm not worried about Tim Jones getting all those fouls, but let's, first guy off the bench, let's see if Waylon George can come in and get us a spark. 5 minutes. Oh, and Waylon George gets a steal. Outlets to Charles Lake. He's running. Pass taken by White. Jerron Duplessis. Kicked by the defender. Thought there was a foul. Release to short inbounds. Pass taken by White. White puts up a shot that clangs off the board. So he's confident, but we're going to roll with them for a little bit. Singletary. Let's see if he can find his stroke. He's playing good D. Has Skeen guarded by White. Back to Wall. It's Waylon George. Shot is missed. Waylon George with the board. Outlets it to Charles Lake. Duplessis, see if he can get on the scoreboard. Waylon George in the corner. To Nick. Back to George. Charles Lake. I don't mind the offense. Kicks it back to George, who's looking for that three. Duplessis gets a pass. And a foul on Bland. Okay. I like the offense. Let's run a little 5 out. No, let's keep it in Princeton. And let's roll. Same unit. Charles Lake swings it over to Bob White. Robert White looking to pass to Jerron Duplessis in the corner. Back to White. Charles Lake. Charles Lake's shot goes up, but it's not going to count. Traveling has been called. Okay. So, Gucci. Gonna stay with the same unit. George Bland. Oh, steal by Charles Lake, his second, and he's running. Pass taken by Duplessis. Lake with the ball. Lake lets one go, and it bounces out of bounds off the mark. I like our intensity and stuff early, though. Charles Lake playing well. Let's get Steven Favors in for White. And Nick, like so. Nick will play the 4. 6-6, not a high-scoring game thus far, but we'll take it. Bland takes a shot and hits a three-pointer. Over to Duplessis. Here comes Lake. Lake's been good. Nick down low. Lets one go and scores. Close in. So Nick gets on the scoreboard. Referee ignored the coach. Pesquine. We're going to work the ref a little. Well, we got warned again. Bland. Guarded tightly. It's Wall. Waylon George was looking for the steal there. Peter Whiting lets up a 3 and nails it. Comes Charles Lakes to Steven Favors. Waylon George. Back to Lake in the corner. Duplessis with the ball. Back to Lake. Waylon George outside. Kicks it over to Favors. Did not want to shoot more threes. Duplessis. Nick not getting a touch here. Finally, O'Connor gets a touch. Back to Duplessis. We got to shoot. Duplessis lets one go a little long. Whiting with the board. Singletary with the ball. Whiting again. To Ben Pesquine, guarded by Nick O'Connor. George in good defensive position. Referee warned Matt Wall. Singletary to the rim and slam dunk. And we're down 6. Gonna work the ref. Got warned. Pass goes out of bounds. Last touch by the defense. And it's a timeout. Oh my gosh, we're down 6 already. Let's see, Lake is playing well. Let's get him a little breather. Get Javon Mitchell in there. Duplessis. You know what? Let's switch it up and get Brendan Freeman in there for Duplessis and put George at the 2. And let's look at Ben Freeman again. Brandon Freeman. 6'7", 209. We'll play him at the 3. Does he have a 3-point shot? A little bit. He mostly shoots in the mid-range, though. He's okay. He's athletic. We'll give him a look and motivate the team. Let's do the entire team. Show some concern. Players showing some signs of life. We'll run a pick and roll with Jovan Mitchell and Nick O'Connor. Let's go. Jovan Mitchell to Nick O'Connor on the pick and roll. Pass taken by Freeman. It's Waylon George in the corner, running the Princeton offense. Mitchell again with the ball. Back to George, 2-man game. Doesn't want to shoot. Stephen Favors. Favors shoots and misses. Wessel sends it to Wall. We have to watch Wessel now. Marquise Wessel. Guarded by Favors. Foul, Stephen Favors. And we're in the penalty. Next foul. Holloway. We have to watch him. Freeman guarding him should be a good matchup to watch. Mitchell on Wall. Wall lets one go. Stephen Favors with the board. Outlets to Mitchell. And wow, horrible pass out of bounds by Mitchell. Boom, boom, bop. Boom, boom, bop. Boom, boom, bop. We're going to get Robert White back in the game. Some of his shots, if he keeps taking them, I think they're going to fall. Ryan Cooper. All the way. Ref blows the whistle. Alloway traveled. Yeah, let's get Robert White in for Nick and put Freeman at the 4 with Favors. Offensively, let's allow a little more offensive freedom. Still look for threes. So maybe they're not so stiff. Robert White to Waylon George. Waylon George has been quiet last game and now this game so far. Dumps it to Stephen Favors. Brandon Freeman dumps it off. Foul number 2 on George Bland. That's a good sign for us. Comes Mitchell. Waylon George gets a pass. Mitchell catches it. Referee listens to Brendan Freeman. Waylon George. Jovan Mitchell. Gotta shoot it. White with the ball. Freeman. Freeman shoots a textbook jumper from mid-range. 2 points for Brandon Freeman. Maybe that's going to work out for us, getting Freeman in there. Earl Jordan. Oh, Earl Jordan guarded by Waylon George. Got to watch that matchup. Matt Wall. Wessel guarded by Favors. Robert White guarding Alloway. Matt Wall comes up short. Wessel with the board. And Favors whistle for the foul number 2 on him. Okay, go ahead, run it. At the line. Sinks the first. Marquise Wessel. And hits the second. It's Jovan Mitchell. Got an interesting lineup out there. They're playing a 3-2 zone. George is going to attack the rim. Off the mark. Earl Jordan with the board. Pushing it. Gets it to Peter Whiting. Back to Cantrell. Cantrell receives the pass. We're down 6. We worked the ref a little. Nope, warned me. Wessel with some nice ball handling. Favors gets his 3rd foul. I don't know what I did with my phone in real life, though. Oh, it's in my pocket. Yeah, so let's see. Wonder if Ivan Carroll can come in and do something. Let's try this lineup. It's the first. Marquise Wessel. Marquise Wessel hits them both. And we're down 8. Still running Princeton. Waylon George. Ivan Carroll gets a pass. Carroll's pass for Waylon George, out of bounds. All right. 18-10, half-court trap. I like that. Whiting guarded by Freeman. Brandon Freeman commits the foul. Peter Whiting at the line, and they're up 10 all of a sudden. We're not going to go to get a good plus-minus with this team that's out there right now. Javon Mitchell, Robert White. White lets one go off the mark. He's ice cold, but he's firing them up. We're going to need a timeout here if they score again. There's Earl Jordan. Puts it on the floor. Yeah, we need a timeout. 30-second timeout. Oh my gosh, we're down 12. All right. Robert White's shots are going to start falling, even if he's 0 for 4. Let's try Jaron Duplessis back in, and Robert White, Nick O'Connor. And let's try getting. Let's leave that like that. Okay, motivate the team. Entire team. Scream at them. Players are fired up. Run a play. Run in isolation. Wait a minute. Where's Charles Lake in all this? We need him to get back in there. Let's have him replace Javon Mitchell. Run in isolation. Charles Lake will get it over to Jaron Duplessis. And let's try that. Lake brings it across the timeline to Jaron Duplessis. If he can get going. Back to Lake. Back to Duplessis. To White. He's firing one up and misses again. All right, White has got to calm down a little bit. He's 0 for 5 from the field. I did tell him to take more threes. We're going to bring Nick back in. Next dead ball. Down 12. It's not the game over here. Phil Cantrell. Jaron Duplessis, foul number 2 on him. Let's get Nick in. Put Nick at the center and try to run. Maybe get Dougie Price in. Try that lineup. Phil Cantrell now at the line. Nails both of them. They only have 2 fouls. Let's try to work the ref. Got one. Charles Lake. It's Nick O'Connor. Charles Lake. Lake shoots and misses. Ivan Carroll, offensive rebound. To Jaron Duplessis. Nice board by Ivan Carroll. Swings it to Ivan Carroll. Price down low. Jaron Duplessis. Duplessis pass is off the defender's foot and whistled dead. Why don't we try the flex a little bit? Run it with a little less freedom. Just try to actually run it. Comes Nick O'Connor to Doug Price. Price lets one go. Top of the key. Missed. Earl Jordan with the board. Guarded by Lake. I like that lineup. That matchup. Earl Jordan puts up a shot and fills it up from long range. We're down 17. Duplessis with the ball. Dougie Price in the corner. Price takes a shot and that ball bounces out of bounds. Holy cow, guys. I don't know what to do. Bring back in Waylon George at the 3. Try that. See if Waylon George can get going. Singletary. Pesquine, injury and all. They're shooting 57% from the floor. We're shooting 27%. Pesquine, no good. Nick O'Connor with the board. Let's go. It's Charles Lake. Pleases, they're in a 3-2 zone. Pleases puts it on the floor. Pesquine with the rebound. Blocked by Pesquine. Oh, it's to Earl Jordan. Pesquine is blocked by Ivan Carroll. Nice. Here comes Charles Lake. Tron Duplessis on the wing. Back to Ivan. Waylon George seems like he has a look. Takes his man to the basket. Little too strong. Like the aggressiveness, though. Maybe I should give them no freedom. The offense. Just run the offense at this point. Just a little less freedom. Just run the flex. Pesquine. Cantrell. Carroll on Pesquine. Pesquine misses. Carroll with his second rebound, one of them being offensive. Here's Charles Lake. Ivan Carroll. Nick down low. Let's see if we can get him going. He doesn't look to drive. And Cantrell with the foul. Oh boy. Let's just run with them. It's Charlie Lake. Phil Cantrell intercepts the pass, goes the distance. Foul number 1, missed the easy score on the lob, but defensive foul. They have some momentum. It's the free throw. We have 10 points with 4 minutes left in the first half. Down 19 to North Alabama. Charles Lake. Ivan Carroll. Carroll works the defense with some nice ball handling. Could not put it in, but Nick gets the rebound and missed it badly, but is fouled and looks to do something here. At least hits a free throw to end that crazy drought. Like how Ivan's playing. Nice. Hits them both. Defensively, we need to up the intensity and we need to up the full court. And let's try to not crash the board so much and get some fast break points. Let's half court trap. Phil Cantrell. Pesquine. Back to their point guard. Earl Jordan. Jordan guarded by Lake. Gotta watch that matchup. Singletary O'Connor with the foul. Referee ignored me. And I'm gonna... Stephen Favors and Tim Jones each have 3 fouls. I'm going to bring in Brandon Freeman and put Ivan Carroll at the 5 and try this lineup, small lineup. All right, let's roll. We're down 19, have 12 points in the first half. I mean, I love it still, don't get me wrong. In real life, it's very fun, but it is what it is. Brandon Freeman, we're trying to run the offense. Whoa, horrible pass out of bounds by Freeman. It's okay, let's go. Half-court trap. Wall puts up a shot. Jerron Duplessis gets the board. Charles Lake. Charles Lake's shot goes up, but he's been called for traveling. His third turnover. 3 minutes left. Let's get Joel Boone in for Duplessis. And Javon Mitchell for Lake. And we'll put Boone at the point guard, though. And for George, bring in Robert White. Try this lineup. Running the flex. Half-court trap. Jordan. Might want to fall into a 2-3 zone to try to stop them a little bit. And Pesquine puts up a shot. Carroll with the board is third. He's playing well. That's why he's getting extended minutes. Joel Boone to Javon Mitchell. Puts up a shot, and Javon Mitchell hits a three. Maybe that'll get some life. Work the ref. Oh, got warned. Maybe that'll get us some life. We have a little momentum now. We're in a 2-3 zone. Wall misses. Knocked out of bounds by the offense. Look at that. Okay, score here. We can get back in a little bit. Joel Boone. Ivan Carroll down low. It's Bob White. See if he can get going. Joel Boone. We're running the flex here. Ivan Carroll. We're all strong side here. Joel Boone. Boone lets one go and hits a three. There's Joel Boone. Okay. 13-point game. Let's fall back into the 2-3. Pass taken by Alloway. Matt Wall. I love it. It's so fun when our guys get a little bit going. Wall with a great looking bucket. 15-point game. Ivan Carroll, foul on the 3-point attempt. I love it. Let's also just do 2 for 1 in case that situation comes up. Ivan Carroll misses the first, of course. Makes the second. Misses the third, but it's a 14-point game. Fall back into our 2-3. Cooper. To Wall. Earl Jordan. Wall hits the iron and bounces in. 16-point game. Wall good outside shooting is breaking our zone up a bit. Javon Mitchell. Brendan Freeman. Cooper commits the foul. It's very nice. Let's get Matt Carroll a well-deserved break. Or, I mean, it's not Matt Carroll, Ivan Carroll. Comes Joel Boone. He's got a three-pointer to Bob White. Nick working baseline. Still haven't seen him drive more like I wanted him to. Javon Mitchell. Joel Boone. Freeman gets a touch. Doesn't like the mid-range. Joel Boone. Nice crossover. And lays it up for an easy bucket. Joel Boone with 5 points. He's been a bright spot in this tough game thus far. Pesquine down low. Earl Jordan warns Brandon Freeman. Let's work the ref. Warn me. Technical foul. On who? On myself? It doesn't say who got the tech. Missed the second. 15-point game. Keeping this lineup out there because they're doing okay. Cooper. That's taken by Allaway. Marquise Wessel. Our zone has slowed them, that's for sure. Cooper with the ball. Ron Allaway, 2 on the shot clock. Ryan Cooper. 24 shot clock violation? 24 second? Or whatever second? No good, and Freeman with the board. Outlets to Joel Boone. Freeman catches the pass. Javon Mitchell complaining. I don't want to get another technical. Javon Mitchell does not go. And that'll do it for the first half. So, boom, there we go. Down 15. We're beating them in points in the paint. Second chance points hasn't been a big deal. Fast break, but Peter Whiting 7 points and assists, 3 boards. We were up by as much as 2. They've been up by as much as 19. They did it very balanced. It seems like look at all their starters, very balanced. Bland hasn't been heard from much. Just a balanced attack. And for us, Brandon Freeman has a turnover, personal foul, 2 points, an assist, and a rebound. He's just been playing good, though. Ivan Carroll, 1 point, 1 block, 1 turnover, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, one of them being offensive. We never get offensive rebounds. Javon Mitchell with a goose egg, pretty much, except the turnover. Tim Jones and Stephen Favors didn't really get to play. No, Javon Mitchell has a 3-pointer, okay. And Robert White is scoreless and 0 for 4 from downtown. Charles Lake has 4 points, 3 turnovers, not good. 2 steals, though. So does Nick. Nick, 4 points only. I mean, all right. Let's get our starters back out there. Well, second half, let's get Nick at the center. We're going to start, or wait. Actually, let's start Ivan Carroll at the 5. He's been playing really well. White, Duplessis has been unheard of. And I might start Joel Boone. I might start this lineup right here. Let's go. I'll go with whoever's playing well. Javon Duplessis. See if he can get going. To Boone. Ivan Carroll. Carroll lets one go. I don't mind the aggressiveness. Comes Wall. We're still in our 2-3, which has slowed them. Bland, move off the dribble. Shoots and misses. Gets his own offensive board. Pass taken by Wall. Defense. Breaks the defense with ball handling. Nick O'Connor with the board. Outlets to Boone. Pass taken by Carroll. Carroll with a nice crossover. And finger roll at the bucket. Love the aggressiveness. Half-court trap. Haven't forced many turnovers. Well, they have 7. Ivan Carroll, another rebound. Joel Boone with the outlet. We're running. Duplessis with the ball. Robert White gets warned. To Nick. Come on, Nick. Ivan Carroll. He's down low. That's taken by Boone. White catches the pass. Boone with the ball. Boone looking to take his man to the basket and scores it. Boone with 7 points, 3 for 3 from the field. Half-court trap. They break it, but they get the offensive board, and then Nick gets the rebound, and we're running again. Joel Boone. I'm loving it. Despite that being down 11. Duplessis. Ivan Carroll wants it. Oh, pass stolen by Whiting. They go the distance. It goes in and out, though, and O'Connor gets the foul. Okay. I dig it. We're down 12. It's okay. Miss. Oh, he gets... Oh, no, we got the rebound. Okay. Boone. It's Robert White. Tron Duplessis. Back to Carroll again. Joel Boone. Warns Duplessis, the referee. Pass taken by O'Connor. O'Connor fouled. Throws up a brick, but it was fouled. We're going to look for threes. Don't know why we weren't looking for threes. But we're going to run the offense. Nick sinks the first. Misses the second. Here comes the offense. Still, they've been stuck at like 37 for a while. 36, 37. Wall with the pass. Whiting. Peter Whiting takes a shot. Brick. Robert White with his first rebound. Outlet pass to Joel Boone. Singletary with the foul. Nice. I dig it. Let's go, guys. Joel Boone. Robert White. Pass taken by Carroll. Nick gets a touch in a good spot. Pass was stolen by Piscine. They go the other way, and there's a foul. Oh, offensive foul on Pesquine. Nice. Don't see too many of them. Joel Boone. Robert White. It's Nick O'Connor. Carroll with the ball. They play down low. Robert White out at the wing. Carroll, come on, guys. Bust a move. Nick. Under 10 on the shot clock. To Pleasis. Back to Boone. Back to Carroll. 4. Boone with the ball. 1. Puts up a shot and nails the triple off the glass. Lucky shot, but 8-point game. Joel Boone with 10 to lead the way. And they miss. Get another offensive rebound, though. Pesquine. It's a 2-3 zone, so offensive rebounds are to be expected. We're not crashing the boards. We're looking for fast break opportunities. Singletary with a nice crossover. Connor's there, or Carroll's there. Boone gets it over half court. Robert White in his corner. Nick O'Connor. Oh, he's got good position. Pass taken by Duplessis. Shoot that, Nick. O'Connor trying to go to the hole. He's fouled and won. Look out. Oh my gosh. And it's a timeout. Motivate the team. Entire team praise. They appreciate the praise. If there is a play, let's run an isolation for Nick O'Connor if we get a chance, but he's going to the line for an and one opportunity and nails it. I love it. We're down 5, guys. We're back in this thing. Half court trap. George Bland lets one go and hits from behind the arc. Big shot by George Bland. Joel Boone. We're going to run that isolation for Nick. Back to Robert White. They're in a 3-2 zone. White misses. Matt Wall with the board. Right? White is being aggressive. They're just not falling. We try to work the ref a little bit. Miss. Ivan Carroll, his 5th board. Outlet pass to Boone. Robert White. Joel Boone gets the pass. Steps in and picks it off from Joel Boone. Let's work the ref a little. Got one. Pass taken by Singletary. Can't handle the pass. Bland. So it's an 8-point game. I mean, we're right there. We just got to break through. Let's get... let's throw Doug Price in there for White and see if he can hit a 3 or 2. Ivan Carroll. Doug Price gets the pass. See what he can do. Pass taken by Duplessis. Pass was stolen by Piscine. Back comes Wall. We've still slowed them with this zone. Playing tough D. Pass taken by Whiting. Ignores Duplessis. Jumper off the mark. Singletary offensive rebound. O'Connor with the board. Outlets to Boone. We're back in business. Duplessis. To Carroll. They're in that 3-2 zone again. Nick O'Connor. Duplessis. Boone catches the pass. John Duplessis. Nick in good position. Duplessis dumps it off to Geron. Puts up a shot and scores from close range. Nice assist by Nick O'Connor. Singletary to Whiting. George Bland at the free throw line. The zone is working. George Bland guarded by Duplessis. Whiting at the free throw line. He can shoot over Boone. Matt Wall at the top. Puts up a shot and hits a three. Big three. If we don't score here, we're going to get a timeout. Nick O'Connor. It's Ivan Carroll. Duplessis back to Carroll. Two-man game. Duplessis has the side and a foul on Wall. Okay, let's call a little 30-second timeout. And Joel Boone is really the only one scoring. Nick Ivan's playing a great game. Let's sub in Waylon George and see if he can make a difference. And let's motivate the team, entire team, show them praise. They appreciate it. We're going to run a three-pointer with Joel Boone getting it to Waylon George. He's going to come right in off the bench and try to spark us with a three. So here comes Joel Boone. See if our play works. George with the ball. Puts up the shot, misses it. Oh, it was worth a shot. Outlet to Matt Wall. We're down 9. Ron Alloway puts it on the floor. Misses. Waylon George gets the rebound. Outlets to Joel Boone. It's a positive sign by Waylon George. George catches the pass. George shoots and nails a three-pointer. Big shot. So Waylon George making a difference. Half-court trap. We're down 6. Pass taken by Wessel. Pass taken by Alloway. I'm going to get ready to work the ref. George Bland. Matt Wall receives the pass. He's got an open look. Wall's going to attack the rim. Can't finish. O'Connor with the board. Outlets the ball to Joel Boone. Pass taken by O'Connor. Waylon George gets a pass. Pass taken by Price. Let's work the ref a little bit. Ignored. Back to Waylon. Waylon on the key. Lets one go. It's a brick, but O'Connor with the offensive board. Carroll with the ball. See if he could do something. And a foul on Peskin. That's their 6th foul. And it's a timeout. All right, 11 minutes. So I don't really want to get rid of this lineup, but let's put Tim Jones in there. And just and let's see if Brandon Freeman can make a difference. Let's praise the whole team. Not responding. We'll run another three-pointer with Waylon Jones for Waylon George. I'm a risk taker. Joel Boone gets it. Waylon George gets the screen. Going to take his man to the basket. Can't get it. Got a good look though. 6-point game. We're right in this thing. Whiting. And we're just doing it with simple running the offense. I'm playing a 2-3 zone, which we have to practice more. Joel Boone commits the foul. Okay. I like it, though. I like what we have out there. North Alabama. Whiting hits a 3. Big shot, 9-point game. Joel Boone comes the other way. And a defensive foul on Singletary, number 2 on him, so they're in the bonus. So Joel Boone will shoot. Nails the first. He's got 11 big points, his season high, by far. Saying, play me more, coach. There we go. Let's turn up that defensive intensity. Turn up that full court. And don't crash the boards. Try to get those fast break opportunities. The zone has really confounded them. They haven't been putting up crazy points. Whiting misses. Jones with the board. That's what we got him out there for. Outlet to Boone. George with the ball. See if he can bust a move. Joel Boone. Wall arguing. Fancy dribbling by Boone and gets to the rim. Soft kiss off the square for 2. And let's work the ref a little bit. They've still got a little momentum, though, on their home court. Pass taken by Pesquine. Pesquine misses. Freeman with the big rebound. Let's go, son. 5-point game. O'Connor with the ball. Joel Boone receives the pass. He's hot. Back to Nick. Nick draws the foul, hits the iron, and it bounces off. I love it. Nick will shoot 2. Misses the first, unfortunately. Misses the second. And it's outletted to Cantrell. Gotta hit our free throws, though. 7 of 12 from the line, leaving points at the paint. Or at the line. Marquise Wessel, foul on Freeman. Can't get it to drop. 9.5 minutes. Okay. Shooting 2. Man, I don't know who to get out there. Maybe move Freeman to the 4 as Nick gets a breather. Waylon George to the 3. And a fresh Jerron Duplessis at the 2. Or even Charles Lake, a fresh Charles Lake. Let's go with that. And he makes. Let's go. Keep running it. 7-point game. We're right in this thing. Joel Boone and a foul. Number 3 on Singletary. I love it. Joel Boone will shoot 2. Oh, he misses. He was 1-1. It's not the double bonus. We're leaving points at the line, guys. Singletary hits it. The center busting a move. 9-point game. It's Joel Boone to Waylon George. Freeman with it. Back to George. George lets one go. Misses. Cantrell with the board. Passes Earl Jordan now in the game. We're going to need a timeout if they score here. Missed. Lake grabs the board. And we're off and running. Joel Boone. Freeman in the corner. Pass is taken by Lake. Should maybe call a timeout. We're good. We Gucci. Little 2-man game in the corner here. Joel Boone puts up a shot and buries it from behind the arc. 17 big ones for Joel Boone. And they answer with the jam at the other end. They broke our half-court trap. I just want to keep it running, though. George with the ball. Referee warns Boone. Let me work the ref. Ignored me. Pass taken by Jones. Intercepted. Singletary again. Puts it on the floor. No way. Off the mark, but he's fouled by Brandon Freeman. Okay. Still have our timeouts left. We're going to take one. We're going to take a full timeout as we have the momentum here. Let's see. 7:30 left in the game. We're down 10. Got to get Nick back in there. Let's get Javon Mitchell, who's been quiet, and maybe try this lineup. Steven Favors. Yeah, let's go. Okay, motivate the team. Entire team, we got to show a little concern. And let's run an isolation. Charles Lake getting it to Nick O'Connor. I should have drawn Duplessis out there. He's not really done much this game. It's Charles Lake. Gives it to O'Connor. See what he can bust out. Back to Lake. Charles Lake from way downtown. Bang. 7-point game. Whoa. Some serious music there. Whiting in the corner. We would have played 2-3 zone from the start. We might have been in this even more. That's taken by Whiting. Maybe we should play a little man-to-man. To switch it up. On Alloway. You know, the basket. Misses. Charles Lake with the board. And I'm going to stick with 2-3. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Javon Mitchell. Waylon George on the wing. Pass taken by Mitchell. Charles Lake arguing. And a foul. Marquise Wessel. Looks like Javon Mitchell would shoot 2 at the line. Maybe we can get him going. He's now got 5 points. Maybe instead of Waylon George, I'll get Duplessis back in the game. Pass taken by Wessel. It's a 5-point game. We can almost taste it. O'Connor with the rebound. Let's run. Comes Mitchell. Charles Lake gets the pass. To Brandon Freeman. To Nick. Nick is fouled by Peter Whiting. I love it. Foul number 4 on him. We're living at the free throw line right now. Let's get Ivan Carroll in for Freeman even. And Jerron Duplessis for Waylon George. Let's try that. As Nick will shoot 2. And we're going to get Carroll at the 5, so Nick goes to the 4. All right, let's roll. 3-point game, guys. Jordan, they break the press. Ryan Cooper gets a pass. Guarded by Carroll. Cooper looking to go to the basket. Can't get it, in Lake with the tough rebound. Gets it out to Mitchell. Charles Lake gets it back. Pass taken by Duplessis. Let's see if Duplessis can get going. In this last few minutes, Ivan Carroll. To Nick. Come on, Nick. Bust a move. Javon Mitchell. Let me work the ref a little. Ignored. Ivan Carroll. To Charles Lake. We can do this, guys. Nick O'Connor. To Jerron Duplessis. Horrible pass out of bounds by Duplessis. Dead ball. Turnover. Come on, guys. Cantrell with the ball. On Alloway. Referee warned Cantrell. Shoots and scores. Ron Alloway his first 2. Javon Mitchell. We just got to draw some more fouls. Nick Connor down low. Connor lets one go and hits the iron, but bounces in. Trying to work the ref. 3-point game. We still have a timeout. They don't seem to call their timeouts all that often. At least North Alabama. Wessel with the ball. Good defense here. Whiting down low. We're there. Puts it on the floor and gets the off touch around the rim. 5-point game. Nick O'Connor gets the ball. Work the ref. Shoots and a foul. Working the ref work. Number 5 on Peter Whiting. He's gone. That is a blessing. As Nick hits the first of 2. 7 of 10 from the line. That's been huge for us in the second half. Nick misses the second. And he's very tired. Phil Cantrell. But he's played a pretty great game. Very good. Probably his second best game of the season. Jordan with the ball. Still in the 2-3. Marquise Wessel. It has slowed them. Wessel looking to get to the basket. No way. Duplessis with the board. To Javon Mitchell. Let's see who can get a score here. Lake with the ball. Ivan Carroll down low. Work the ref. Oh, I was warned. Pass intended for Mitchell was knocked out of bounds and a timeout. Oh man, this is a nail biter here. Robert White has not played well at all, but I'm going to give him a quick break for Nick O'Connor. I want to motivate the team, the entire team, show some praise. Let's run. Who's out there? Mitchell, Lake, Duplessis, White, and Carroll. Let's run a pick and roll. Ball handler will be Charles Lake, and the shooter screener will be Robert White, I guess. I mean, I know he hasn't shot well all game, but I just have a feeling to try this. Ball pass to Lake. Robert White. Back to Mitchell. Okay, run the offense. Mitchell shoots and it rattles out. Oh, tough shot. 4-point game. 3.5 minutes remaining. All the way. To Singletary. Out the box. Throws a terrible pass over the head of Alloway. All right, very good. Let's run it. Let's go, guys. We need a score. Keep running the offense. John Duplessis. To Mitchell. Pass taken by Lake. Duplessis. Warned, and I got a technical. He missed the free throw. And it gives me a chance to get Nick O'Connor back in. Well, we'll wait. He gets another one. He sinks it. No, I want Nick at the 4. What's going on? Oh, is Nick back out there? I didn't mean to get him for Robert Carroll or Ivan Carroll. It's a 5-point game. Singletary on the floor over Lake and scores it. Comes Charles Lake. George? What did I put George out there? Drives and scores. Okay, we'll take it. Sweet string music, but I don't know how I made that lineup change. 5-point game. We've got to get some stops here. We might have to switch to man-to-man. That's taken by all the way. Closing in on 2 minutes to play. Wall puts up a shot and hits a 3. 8-point game. I can't call my 30-second timeout for some reason. Defensive foul. So Charles Lake will go to the line. That's good. It's not letting me make my subs for some reason. Why aren't my subs working? Okay, Charles Lake, I understand, but Robert White? It's literally not letting me make subs. I don't know why. Can we do it now? Did I set it to automatic or something? I can't make subs. My sub making ability. Oh, did I get tossed from the game? I think I got tossed from the game. I don't know. Let's crash those offensive boards more. Get that pace up there. 3 for defensive. We'll play full court, defensive intensity. I don't know why I can't make subs. I might have been kicked out of the game. It didn't say, though. 6-point game. All the way. For 3. Misses. Big rebound by Nick. Outlets to Charles Lake. They're doing what they want. White with the ball. Foul by Van Peskin. His third. Let's see if I can make a shift now. No, I can't make subs. Well, they're going to have to do it without my sub-making ability. And Robert White hits them both for his first 2. Big time. I can't call a timeout, so I must have been kicked from the game is what happened. So I'm watching this one from the locker room. Basically, it takes away some of your rights. Holloway missed. White with the board. We're down 4, a minute and a half. Charles Lake. Nick O'Connor. Maybe they can pull it off here. Fouled. Oh, pass was deflected out of bounds. Yeah, this is, that's what it is. Nick is dead on his feet. Listens to Jerron Duplessis. Big clutch move by him. Little too strong on the 3 by Lake. Wall. We still have a shot at this. We haven't had a lead since very early in the game. Taken by Bland. Duplessis whistled for the foul on the 3. Oh my gosh. This one may be the nail in the coffin there. This is the second, though. This is the third. George, and a timeout is called, I guess, by the computer, by, the assistant, first assistant. 5-point game. See what we can do. Charles Lake to Nick. Nick's dead on his feet, but pass intended for White was kicked. We can just watch this one. I can't make actual subs. I got to be careful with the technicals. Duplessis went behind the back, left the defense stunned, and a textbook jumper. 3-point game. Wall missed. He put up a quick shot. It was a bad move. 3-point game. Charles Lake to Duplessis, who just scored. He was looking to tie it. There comes Lake. Lake shoots and misses. Nick O'Connor, offensive board. Lake with the ball. 3-point game, 20 seconds remaining. Lake goes to the hole and scores it. Soft kiss off the square for 2. It's a 1-point game. Intentional foul. What is going to happen? 10 seconds left. Foul them. Okay, White commits the foul. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. 1-point game. Foul. Foul. Intentional foul. Defensive foul with 6 seconds left. I worked the ref somehow. All right, he's shooting 2. No, he's shooting 1. He missed. 3, 2, 1. No, he missed. Stephen Favors misses the heave. And we lost it by 1 with me watching from the locker room. Oh, what a game. You gotta be kidding me. Holy cow. That was fun. Fun loss. I mean, Joel Boone, I would have had him out there more. Look at those stats. 3 assists, just 1 turnover. He was killing it. Mitchell gave us a little bit. Freeman gave us some fouls, some rebounds, and assists. Waylon George did a little bit. He had 5 points, a steal, an assist, 3 boards. Carroll with 5 boards, a block, an assist. He did well. Played good minutes. +1 with Carroll. It's no surprise. +10 with Boone. Duplessis was quiet, 6 points, 3 turnovers for Lake, but he came up late with 11 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, 4 boards, nice stat line. Robert White, we were plus 10 with him actually somehow, even though he was so cold in the first half. And Nick O'Connor had a decent game, double-double, 2 assists, 2 steals. And for them, the balanced attack, 10 from Wall, 12 from Singletary, 14 from Whiting, who fouled out. Peskin seemed like he was all over the floor. 8 rebounds, 2 steals, a block. Bland, 7 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 4 boards. I mean, everybody put in a pretty decent game. Wessel, they were plus 12 with Cantrell in his 12 minutes. 4 boards, an assist, a steal, 2 points as a point guard. Crazy. So it is what it is. We get the loss. We were beating them in points in the paint. We didn't give up second chance points. Didn't get much fast break, but Peter Whiting, player of the game, 14 points, 2 assists, 3 boards, 2 steals. We go to what, 1-4, something like that. Well, we'll get there, guys. We played a better second half, and I got kicked out, so I got to watch that. But yeah, so there we are. I'm going to try to have a meeting with Nick. This was what, episode 20B or part 2. Yeah, have a meeting with Nick. Tell him to drive more, see if he listens this time, and see what else we can do in the practice plan and stuff like that before we sim. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. L's are going to be taken, as you can see, but it's all good. Still a very fun game, and we picked a poor team, so it's to be expected, but we have good years to come as well if we can make it through this first season, 1-4. But yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Until then, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. I lose my voice talking on these games, but it's all good. All right, guys, see you next time. Ciao for now.